Yo, it's just boxing back again. CBSSports.com is reporting that Antonio Brown has a message for the Patriots. Apparently, he still wants to play for them. Um, let's go to the article. Less than a month after being cut by the Patriots, it seems that Antonio Brown is already interested in possibly making a return to New England. Doing an Instagram live video on Wednesday where he referred to himself as the best receiver in football. Brown implored his 3.7 million followers to get in touch with the Patriots and then convince the team to sign the free agent receiver. If you guys follow the Patriots, tell them to call me, Brown said. They still got to pay me, so might as well let me earn it. If you guys follow the Patriots, y'all already said that. Although Brown plans sound simple, there are quite a few obstacles standing in the way before he would be able to return to the NFL, let alone the Patriots. For one, he still has a sexual assault lawsuit hanging over his head. That has nothing to do with him actually playing for an NFL team. In the lawsuit, Brown is accused of sexually assaulting a female acquaintance, Brittany Taylor, on three separate occasions between June 2017 and May 2018. Although Brown legal team has admitted that the two had a sexual relationship, his camp maintains that everything was consensual between Brown and Taylor. Brown was also accused of sending intimidating text messages to a different woman who accused him of sexual misconduct in a Sports Illustrated story that was published after the lawsuit came out last month. The NFL is currently investigating all accusations made against Brown, and although the league has yet to punish him, it did warn that Brown could be placed on the commissioner's exempt list if he gets signed by any team. See, that's what I'm saying. If the NFL had any inkling, anything that's saying that he did it, he would have already been on the commissioner exempt list. Listen to what they said. Although the league has yet to punish him, it did warn that Brown could be placed on the commissioner exempt list if he gets signed by any team. If he is signed by a club, such placement may become appropriate at any time, depending on the status of the investigation, the NFL said in its statement. See, this is a way to keep him out of the NFL. See, this is a way to keep him off an NFL team. See what I'm saying? See, they haven't found nothing. There's nothing that can keep him off the football field, except that they are threatening teams. Yeah, he's not on the commissioner exempt list yet. But if anything, if we find anything, guess what? He's gonna go on it. So now the team will be left without a wide receiver in Antonio Brown, and they'll be out of money. See what I'm saying? That's how the NFL works, bro. They're keeping him out of the league by threatening NFL teams that they can basically suspend him at any given time. But the NFL has yet to find anything to punish him by. See, they are holding 30. No, they're holding 29 teams hostages now. There are 29 potential teams out there that can sign him. And Roger Goodell know there's teams out there that are willing to sign him, that can use his help, but they're hanging a suspension over their head. Basically, okay, don't sign him. We're going to get this so-called distraction out of the NFL. They do it all the time. Terrell Owens did nothing criminal. Nothing criminal, has broke no laws, has done nothing. But they blackballed him right on out the NFL. Chad Johnson, the same exact way. Now they get ready to do the best NFL wide receiver in the game the same exact way. Trust me, if there was something to suspend Antonio Brown for, he would have been suspended already. It is now October. It's October. They have found absolutely nothing. There's no evidence. If there's evidence, they would have said something already. But let's go. Let's read it again. Let's get back to the article. The reason the threat of the listen, just what I just said. The reason the threat of the commissioner's exempt list could deter a team from signing him is because it means the team would have to pay him. Just what I said. But he wouldn't be allowed to play. Exactly what I just said. So the NFL hasn't given a timetable for when the Brown investigation is expected to be complete. So even if the NFL completes its investigation in his favor, a return to New England would probably still be. So what? It doesn't matter. And that's because he's not exactly on good terms with the Patriots. So what? They owe him money and they got to pay him. So a few weeks after his September 20th release, Antonio Brown filed a grievance against the team in hopes of collecting a $9 million signing bonus that was never paid out. And that's not even the biggest issue. He's owed the money because he broke no rules, per se. Since the New England Patriots knew all the information, they chose to play him against Miami Dolphins. Now, if they were so worried about anything dealing with these allegations, quote unquote allegations that's out there, they wouldn't have played him. But now, quote unquote, he sent quote unquote intimidating text messages, then you want to release him. And now you don't want to pay him. No, you owe him the money. So now, shortly after he was released, Brown took a shot at Robert Kraft on Twitter. In the tweet, Brown insinuated that Kraft's case was from earlier this year was actually worse than his. Okay, sorry about that. So Antonio Brown insinuated that Kraft's case was from earlier this year was actually worse than his, since Brown's case is only based on accusation, which is true. I mean, it's an accusation. I mean, that's true. I mean, it's only a charge or a claim. It's really just a claim that someone, has done something. But Brown's case is accusation. Robert Kraft was actually charged with 2 misdemeanor counts of soliciting another to commit prostitution on February 22nd. That's an actual charge. That he actually did it. So now Robert Kraft, he wasn't thrilled with the tweet. Well, guess what, Mr. Kraft? You released him because of an accusation. But you, my friend, you was actually charged. So despite all of that, Brown is hoping to return to the NFL this season. He said, if I can ever get back in the game, I got it. So I'm going to get back to work. Antonio Brown said to all my real AB supporters, just know that I'm doing everything in my power to return. I'm making God proud. I'm in school. I'm training. I'm visiting high schools, doing everything to get back. Whatever I can to get back in the game, I gotta do it. You know, this whole part, I didn't like it. Because if that's the case, you shouldn't have done an interview saying that you don't need the game. You know, because you did this, they did this whole interview with the guy from ESPN saying that, that you don't need the game. But that you don't have to play. But now you saying that you gotta play. I gotta do it. You said you said I'm training, I'm visiting high schools, doing everything to get back. Whatever I can do to get back in the game, I gotta do it. So if the NFL doesn't work out, don't look for Brown in the XFL. He didn't sound too thrilled about the option during his Instagram chat. AFL, never. That's not even a question, Brown said. If things don't work out with the Patriots, there's a chance Brown could land somewhere else. After his release, Brown's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, said there were multiple teams interested in adding the receiver, but they wanted to see how his legal situation played out before potentially signing him. Basically, Roger Goodell have this man, having teams not wanting to sign him. And it's like, man, the guy, man, he had this thing looming over his head that he can be, suspended at any time, and that's what's keeping teams from signing him. And it's like that. That's basically what it is. It's to deter teams from signing him, and that's exactly what Roger Goodell wants. Hey, well, this is It's Just Boxing. Once again, this report came from CBSSports.com. This is an Antonio Brown situation. I'm hoping that he get back on the field. NFL team pick him up. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and smash that bell icon to get notification on all videos. It's Just Boxing. I'm out. Peace.